when persons are seeking jobs, sometimes they don't try to understand how the process works. And, you know, I guess who wants the job of member of parliament ought to do his research on how it is that government operates, how it is that the responsibility you have as a member of parliament. If it was for private sector being able to build bridges across the island, then I guess that Jamaica would not have any bridges that would need any repair. As member of parliament, I cannot put up a walk-foot bridge. I can't solicit materials from anyone, because if anything was to happen to anyone crossing that bridge, then I would be held liable for that. Any infrastructure that is being built has to be built with the permission of the National Works Agency, as this is a National Works Agency road. As Member of Parliament, I cannot just go and say I'm going to build that bridge without their permission. So before people speak, I would urge them to at least do their homework and to not try and give the people a narrative that is not a realistic narrative. But he will never know, because he will never get the job as Mr. Manchester.
Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, this is a major piece of infrastructure, this bridge, and it is not a matter for the private sector. There's no return on investment here for the private sector putting in the bridge. This is something that squarely falls within the public sector to address. This affects the people, ordinary people who live in this area, both sides, both parishes, because it's a border between two parishes, and it is squarely the government's responsibility, like any other major piece of infrastructure is, to address. And there's plenty of precedent for the repair or replacement of bridges that have been damaged or destroyed, and by the government of the day. And this is why we're continuing to call for it, because it's important and it needs to be done.
And I would have preferred if my opponent had being a member of the governing party, so that he would have lobbied on behalf of the people to help me to lobby his government to get the bridge constructed in the shortest space of time. You know, there are some things that there are some things that we need to stay away from. Misinformation, as his own Minister of Information has been speaking about, the level of misinformation that some people embark on, and that is not what we are about here today. We are here on the party leader seeing for himself, members of the hierarchy of the party seeing for themselves the issue, the plight of those in Manchester and SENZER. If it is that I could take my CDF and fix this bridge, it would have been fixed a long time ago. The cost of the bridge, according to the National Works Agency, is going to be in the range of $160 to $180 million.
That's 8 or 9 years of CDF.
So even if, as being member of parliament for 11 years, if my opponent knew how the CDF operates, you can't use a CDF to do a bridge like this. You can't use a CDF for more than 50% of the CDF for any one project in any one financial year.
Style is the answer to everything.